all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we are super happy to have you here, and we just ask that you bring an open mind and heart to your listening experience and to be prepared to explore vantage points that I'm convinced will help shift or solidify your current understanding of the ultimate nature of reality in a way that is extremely empowering. Speaking of exploring powerful perspectives, I would like to gift my book, The Golden Key, Modern Alchemy to Unlock Infinite Abundance to you at goldenkey.gift, where you can get the audio or ebook as my gift to you by using the code POSITIVEHEAD at checkout. All right, all you positive heads, welcome. Here we grow again. How you doing out there? Hope all is well in your world. It is a Friday here in the studio. Yeah, I want to share a little something that I started looking into. Actually, over the weekend, I decided to pick up the Gene Keys. And for those of you who aren't from the book, The Gene Keys, and for those who aren't familiar, it is information that was received supposedly from Richard Rudd, a former guest on the show. If you go back to episode 722, you can check out the Soul Share with Richard Rudd, and really incredible individual. And, he claims that when he was, in his early 20s, he had just a crazy download after doing some different yogic exercises, and it led him to downloading this whole sort of, it's sort of, the Gene Keys basically is going over or sharing. You put together a chart, and it's like gives you the genetic potential within you. You have your sort of your shadow, you have your gift, and then you have your city, the ultimate expression of different things like your life's work, your purpose. It goes pretty deep, and the information is really powerful and really poetic, and I highly recommend checking out Gene Keys if you haven't. It's not, like I said, it goes pretty deep. So, you can get your chart online, but you would need like the book to go through and read all the different, pieces. And surprisingly, I haven't ever went real deep with it. I had looked at my life's work before, and I decided, I'm going to look at one of the other sort of pieces of my chart. And I decided to look at my purpose. And it was pretty wild to kind of see that my purpose is the 28th Gene Key, which the shadow of it is purposelessness. So my purpose, the lowest expression of it happens to be purposelessness in the 28th Gene Key. Totality is the gift, and then immortality is the city. And as I was kind of like looking through and reading through, all of the potential in my purpose, it definitely was some really cool synchronicity actually happened. So first I had, we're right around the corner as of this recording, a few days away or a week away from Halloween. And so me and my partner Karen, we've been talking about, what we're going to have a little Halloween shindig at the Mystic Manor, and we were talking about, okay, what are we going to be? And years ago, my ex-partner, we had talked about doing Jabba the Hutt and Princess Leia, when he captured Princess Leia and had her, on a chain, and it's a whole scene in Return of the Jedi, I believe. And so we kind of thought, there's a funny Jabba the Hutt costume. It's like blow up and really silly looking, but would be kind of uncomfortable to wear all night. So I decided I would just be a Jedi. I have a really cool, or my son has a really cool, like fancy Jedi lightsaber that lights up and makes sound. And, I think my mom got it for him for Christmas many, many years ago. He's like 10 years old. And so I pull out his Jedi sword. I'm like, oh, it wasn't working. Then I get it. Someone fixes it for me. And then he's like, yeah, but Dad, you can't be a Jedi. That's a Sith sword. That's red. It's like the dark side, And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess, I can't be Luke. And so we're going to be like Luke and Leia, went from Jabba the Hutt and Leia to Luke and Leia. And then it's like, okay, well, maybe I'll just be like a dark Jedi, and so we then came up with this funny like narrative of how, I saved her, but then wanted to keep her in bondage and, just silly stuff. And so I decided I would be like a dark Jedi, right? And so soon after we were talking about this, I go and I decide randomly to start looking at my gene key, and it's the 28th, which also happens to be my birthday, for purpose. And it's the title of it is Embracing the Dark Side. So that's what it's about, and embracing fear and like facing fear and transmuting, darkness essentially. And so it's a pretty interesting, but as I read through it all, I really got a lot out of it. And it was, it's a pretty intense, key. And then this was just over the weekend, right? So it's like, here I decided to be the dark side of the Force, in Star Wars, and then literally it's like embrace the dark side. And then my partner Karen happens to be on his mailing list, his email list, and today, I think there's 60 some gene keys. He happened to send out one highlighting the 28th. So this very key was his newsletter today. So pretty cool. So I thought I would continue with the theme of the momentum of this particular key and just share something from it that really hit me when I was reading it, just as profound and impactful. And so I'm going to read, it's a pretty short little section from talking about the 28th, and it's in the part where it's talking about the gift totality, and it says it talks about how the 32nd is connected to the 28th. I'll just read and then discuss more. The 28th gene key and the 32nd gene key make up the binary genetic codon group known as the ring of illusion. These two gene keys both share a common theme of fear connected to death. Whilst the 28th shadow fears death itself, the 32nd shadow fears dying unfulfilled. The ring of illusion causes human beings to postpone their lives, seeking a sense of purpose in the future. Your thinking is based upon fulfillment, then, rather than now. The gift within this codon, however, is that the illusion can easily be broken through a simple understanding. True purpose is found in giving yourself 100% to every moment, rather than having to do with any kind of achievement. When your fulfillment comes from simply being alive and the thrill of the role life is bringing you in the moment, only then are you total. Whatever role you're playing in the game of life, lover, villain, master, disciple, or seeker, as long as your commitment is total, you will discover a mysterious detachment running beneath the role itself. And this detachment is the reward for your courageous totality. That really, really hit me. It's particularly the part where it says, the gift within this codon, however, is that the illusion can easily be broken through a simple understanding. Here it is. True purpose is found in giving yourself 100% to every moment, rather than having to do with any kind of achievement. I mean, that one really hit me hard because, well, as those of you listening for a long time know, a big part of my journey is learning to be in the moment, right? The power in the moment, the only true thing that exists. My initials are BBB. I think I came in hoping to get the message, to learn to be and not just do and pursue. And, achieve, definitely being a high achiever kind of person and, just wanting to do the best, be the best, achieve all those things. It's like, once you understand that true fulfillment comes not in our society teaches us this, right? I mean, this is encoded in all of us. And some people, it's really just kind of naturally in them to, prove themselves in some way in the world, more than others. And some people have more of a laid back, mentality and energy. And I've always just been go, 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 do, do, do. And slowly but surely working more on being. I am definitely achieving that aim more than ever at this point in my life, but it's been a long journey, right? And just realizing that's sinking in. Look, the scorecard isn't about achievements. It never was. It's about being fully 100% present and in the now, giving yourself fully to the moment. Whatever you're doing 100% with your heart, mind, soul, all in alignment. And it's less important what you're doing. It even named off a bunch of different roles one could be in life. It's almost irrelevant. It's not what you're doing, it's how are you doing it. How you do anything is how you do everything. How are you doing everything? Are you bringing yourself fully to the moment, to the now, to 100% be there? If you've got to, wash the dog, wash the car, take out the trash, a grueling project at work, are you doing it fully present, in the moment, just being 100% with it? If you are, you're winning. Before we continue on with today's episode, I'd like to take a quick moment to tell you about a podcast called Stories of Impact. As those of you that have been listening for a while know, I am always excited to get the word out there about other inspiring and insightful shows. Stories of Impact is just that. It features stories of new scientific research on human flourishing that translates these basic discoveries into practical tools. It brings a mix of curiosity, compassion, and creativity that is suitable for all ages, and it's stewarded by journalist Richard Sergey and acclaimed writer-producer Tavia Gilbert, who shine a spotlight on the human impact at the heart of a cutting-edge social and scientific research project, which was made possible through the generous support of a grant from Templeton World Charity Foundation. So if you're looking for scientific research-backed stories and tools to aid and inspire you on the path to becoming the greatest and grandest version of yourself, be sure to check out the Stories of Impact podcast. If you're focused on, if I can just get around this corner and get to here, get to vacation, if I can just get the bonus and work, get the pay raise, get the, hit the lottery, whatever it is, any sort of achievement based. And I've seen this myself, man. The universe has definitely shown me this with it's all for me. A big part of my journey early on is wanting to be so wealthy, right? And not because I'm so interested in even coming from a good place, because I'm not real interested in fancy cars I like nice stuff, but I'm not super materialistic, let's say. I like the idea of having the freedom that comes with it to do good in the world, right? And to be able to wield that power to create cool things for people around me and impact in the world and so on. But the approach at the expense of the now, which I've definitely done plenty of, not the answer. And I definitely gotten spanked by the universe taking that path. Any of you have listened, you can go back and, hear my story or read about it in The Golden Key, my book. And, just getting from, I'm going to make it as an entrepreneur and have a huge company and, look at this. I've got 100 employees and I've achieved what 1 in 10,000 entrepreneurs have achieved as far as success level and amount of revenue coming through the doors. This is very rare to get to this level. Here's a big payout. Someone's going to buy us out. 12 hours later, we lose 90% of our revenue and it all implodes, right? So it's that. And if I look back at the energy of what led up to that, was that chasing achievements versus understanding the journey is the goal. The path is the goal. That is the end. The end achievement is happening right now as you listen to this. That is the ultimate achievement. There is no achievement that will ever be greater than the achievement of who and what and where you are now. There will be different looking nows. i.e. achievements, right? A different type of achievement called the now. And it will be beautiful in its own right, but it won't be greater than or less than, right? This moment is as divine as any other moment ever has been, could be, or will be. The sooner we get that and bring our attention to that, and we're operating from that understanding and truth and bringing the respect to the now that it deserves, now we're on the path to true fulfillment. We're 100% present and accounted for and living fully. And that's the type. Ironically, that energy will lead to the achievements more likely that you were trying to chase anyway. Because everything's coming if you want to know what the future does look like, it's going to be a byproduct in some way, shape, or form of the energetic resonance you've held previously, right? Water seeks its own level. That which is like unto itself is drawn. So when you're bathing in the vibrational pool of being 100% present in your now moment and fully not focused on the achievement, but rather how can I be and experience this as fully as possible, it brings more rich experiences that match the richness of that vibration, right? Which, you want to be rich, bring richness to the moment now. And that is the path to unlocking everything. And if you guys can really get that, some of you listening, I'm all ages out there listening. But, I think of those 20 years younger than me, 30 years younger than me, if you can get that now, this early in your physical journey, and, which leads into the city of the 28th gene key, immortality. It leads you into a sense of immortality because you're always going to be fully present in a now moment that is as rich as any other now moment ever has been, could be, or will be. Vastly different, mind you, perhaps. I mean, 1 billion Earth years from now, where will you be? Not in this physical vessel, most likely. Possible. Anything's possible, I suppose. But you will be in a now moment experiencing something. You will be fully immersed in experience, some way, shape, or form. And it will not be less meaningful or than this moment or any other moment. And so just continuing to bring the power to this realization, it is so empowering. And it's a pleasure to grow and share and learn it together and to really enrich each other's journey, because the more I can share this with you and you share it, you live it more fully as a result of resonating and reflect that back to me. It just becomes this ping pong of us just elevating each other's consciousness and then sharing with those around you, and it's being felt by those around you. You become so magnetic to those around you because you're loving the moment and you're finding the beauty in it. And it's like, what is it with Billy or Sally? Why what is it about them that seems like, what's the secret sauce? And it's going to be felt. It's going to be felt by those around you. And I'm going to do something that I've never done before. And I'm going to play the same song that I played on the last episode because it's perfect in this now moment. I've never played the same song in 2 episodes, but I'm just looking here at my notes from last time. And it's like, oh, that song would have been so great now. And you know what? It was perfect then, and it'll be perfect again. Let's run it back. Thank you for tuning in yet again. And here is Alexia Chelin. The power is here now, once again. Until next time, journey well. Also, before we cue up today's song, as a quick reminder, don't forget to download the Golden Key audio or ebook as my free gift to you at goldenkey.gift using the Golden Key code POSITIVEHEAD. And please, if you enjoy my gift, leave a positive review on Amazon so others can unlock their lives with the help of the Golden Key as well.
of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, and nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you.